Any public comment on agenda items? None? Okay, I want approval of minutes of December 11th, 2018, also December 27th of 2018, and approve the minutes of January 7th, 2019, the reorganization meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Savage?
Yes.
Mr. Junko?
Yes.
Mr. Passalacqua?
Treasurer's report, that you have access to them, they're right on your sheets. You can see the treasurer's report there. Go ahead.
No, they haven't.
They have everything. Do I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report? As it-
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Vote.
Mr. Savage?
Yes.
Mr. Junko?
Yes.
Mr. Passalacqua?
Just note for the record, it's filed for audit.
Yeah, it's filed. Right, it's been approved. Building permits? You have any, Jack? That's on there too, Jack?
Harold?
Harold. Building permits?
Oh, there he is.
There were 7 building permits for $3,700 and some odd dollars.
Okay. Thank you. Bill approval and check signing, the list is out there, we had it. Do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second it.
Mr. Savage?
Yes.
Mr. Junko?
Yes.
Mr. Passalacqua?
Yes.
I'll so note that this is the first time since I've been a supervisor I have actually seen a complete list. And I thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guest, Mr. Dennis Losey, are you here?
Yeah.
Can you come to the mic? Make sure that's on, sir, and give us your name,
I can
address.
speak loud.
Oh, it's better that way.
We must have to put more batteries in that thing right now.
My name's Dennis Slosey. I own property 1600 Park Avenue. It's where Scotty's Ice Cream is, and all the storage units in the back. I'm here to question the retaining wall ordinance of the township. As was explained to me, if you own a property, you're allowed to put a retaining wall on your property as long as you have a survey done on your property. What I want to question is, what do you do when that wasn't done? What does the township do?
Harold, you want to answer on this?
Yeah. Normally, I would ask for a survey, for just like it was, if it was a fence or a wall, if they're going to put it on the property line. Though it was not placed on the property line, I was handed a old survey. I also used pictometry to make sure that that was set back. The wall setting where it's setting at right now is about a foot or foot and a half from your from the property line.
On mine, yeah, I just spent $1,200 today to get a survey done.
You got the survey?
Yeah. That's what I want to question,
Well-
because it was his from what I understand, it's his responsibility to get a survey done. If he's gonna put a retaining wall on. He had a concrete guy do the survey. I seen the concrete guy was there, I talked to him when they got it done, and I says, they asked me. And I says, no, I'm not going with that. You gotta get a survey, you gotta get a surveyor that holds up in court, somebody that's certified to do surveys. And they said, well, it's $1,000, we're not gonna do it. And that's when I started questioning the township on what should happen here. You know, I kept trying to put some phone calls in on what should happen, because they're moving forward without a survey. And that was my concern, so I just paid for it today, I just got it done, there's a copy. And the wall is completely on my property, in the middle of the property, and down towards the creek, it's half on my property.
Well, if that's the case, you have a recent survey, you give that to me and we'll handle
But
it.
the problem is though, now I got forced to spend $1,200, which it was his project.
Well, what happened in the middle of that was, within about a month and a half ago, he was supposed to be getting me a survey. He never did. He put the wall in, which my
Well,
next
that's what I
step was to
wanna question.
violate him.
Yeah, what are we
For
doing
putting it
moving
in.
forward when somebody violates what the ordinance is?
It's going to magistrate because, you know, he put it in. He came to me and he said, I'm going to go get a survey. And that was over a month ago. He never did. Next thing, the wall's in. So it's magistrate.
I mean, it's, somebody here is gonna do something with
That
this.
would be my responsibility. I'm just one doing the zoning on it.
I wanna make sure that something's done seriously, because I had to spend $1,200. Now, I have to get with my attorney, I just got the survey an hour ago. I gotta move forward with getting him to move his wall. So this costs me, it's gonna cost me money. And if we would've just did what the township required, I wouldn't be in this situation.
Well, he jumped ahead. So he's, like I said, he's
But
got
what
to
do we
go
do
through.
moving forward when
The only recourse you have is when someone doesn't do what they said they were going to do, or they're asked to do, is to take them to the magistrate.
I'm saying as a
It's
township, you
violation.
guys have an ordinance that you can put a retaining wall on the property. You have to have a survey.
It doesn't,
So should we
it
be
doesn't
questioning-
specifically
should that-
say that.
So it doesn't say that.
It doesn't specifically
So
say
you're
that.
allowed to put a retaining wall on your own property.
See, the fence, even the fence ordinance and wall ordinance doesn't say you have to have a safe survey to put it on the property. But as a general rule, I tell people if you're going to put it on the property line, you need a survey.
Is this something we could do as a township to protect the citizens of this township?
It's something that can be
I mean,
amended.
we passed an ordinance, because no other township allows a wall on the property. So if we're gonna allow that, we need to protect the citizens with the proper survey that gets done, or take it back off the property line. But I would still add a survey to it. I mean, it's just things that need to be questioned, I would hope, moving forward. Because it's cost me a lot of money, and I just bought this property a year ago.
Mr. Losey's making a good point. You might want to consider authorizing us to amend the ordinance to include the requirement that there be a survey. That's a good point. That would eliminate a problem like.
Yeah, I'm moving forward with what I have. I'm here just to make changes moving forward. That's all. It isn't finger pointing on any behalf. I just want to make changes moving forward so nobody else is in the situation. I know Harold does a lot here also, and they physically did lie to the guy and say, we're gonna get you a survey. They keep saying it, and I keep talking to Harold saying, hey, we're moving forward. And Harold's driving back down there and telling him, you gotta stop. You know, and a week later, I call Harold and I say, they're moving forward again.
Now it gets cited, right? Because he placed the wall in, I didn't issue the permit, he was handing me information slowly, but he never finished up, I never finished issuing the permit, so.
Please follow up, get it done.
Yeah, he needs to take the wall down.
Well, it's gonna be a
I'm gonna
magistrate.
that's on me now, I
That's going in
guess.
that.
That's trespass. You won't do it. Violation. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, old business, we had a table as far as on the reorg meeting, and we have to appoint sewage enforcement officer and local sanitation council from Washington County Sewage Council. We don't need a particular name. They have 3 individuals, but they just said appoint a sewage enforcement officer and local sanitation council.
So I'll make a motion to appoint the Washington County Sewage Council to act as the sewage enforcement officer
I'll second it.
for the township.
I'll second it.
Vote.
Mr. Savick?
Yes.
Mr. Junko?
Yes.
Mr. Castellano?
Okay, another old business, and of course, this has been a concern of many throughout the community, is the Chestnut Street flooding letter from property owners. Gary, I guess you got the report on that.
We did get a report back. I know Aaron attended a meeting or two. And our office has been advised by a couple of the property owners that are involved that there seems to be a meeting in the minds to share in the expense of making the pipe repairs. And they're not asking that the township contribute any money, but what they are asking is that once this is done, the township takes over the pipe as a sanitary easement to be owned by the township. There are a number of issues, legal issues, that Michael and I have discussed before we would recommend that be done. But at least the first hurdle has been overcome, where the property owners have gotten together and have agreed to share in the cost. Is that correct, Michael?
A few of them have, not all of them. But they would take the onus on working out amongst them about going after, so the township didn't have to track down the additional ones. That would be between the property owners.
I mean, we're prepared to say, we want to see the design, we want the design to be approved by our engineer. The entire area needs to be videotaped before any plans or scope of work are finalized. We would want the private owners to get together with their own contractor and do the work, not give the money to the township, because that requires that we bid the job out. Any final plan has to be reviewed by our engineer. They perform all the work at their sole expense. The easement area needs to be surveyed by the property owners at their sole expense. And if it's turned over to the township, we would require a maintenance bond for a period of 18 months, which mirrors the municipality's planning code maintenance bond when the township takes over roads that are in a development. I mean, if it's gonna malfunction or if any repairs are needed, it'll show up probably in that 18 months. Those would be our recommendations, when and if they move forward with the plans, they get the money together and they endeavor to do the work. I don't know how soon they can do that, they're gonna have to wait till after spring? Can they do it in the winter time? I'm not sure what the timetable is gonna be. Who was the main property owner that was leading this? Government Oil?
Gas station.
Yeah.
And we've had many meetings, I think we've had over 3 meetings with the individuals. There's some of them that are not cooperating. Michael can attest to that. And the other ones, they want something done, and hopefully we can resolve that flooding there, but it's gonna be a decision among the board as to regards to approve to take over. That's a
I could
question.
say I'm willing to listen on it, but I could tell you, I got grave reservations. First off, we're on private property. We're dealing with a state road. None of this is township property. And I'm not so sure 18 months bond satisfies me. I'm willing to listen, but we gotta get it fixed. I saw the fire company's newsletter. We certainly understand. We've had meeting after meeting this year. It's not like the supervisors haven't tried, but we can't get it resolved. We're not gonna put the taxpayers at risk like that. And so, we're still stuck. And I got grave reservations. That's where I'm at on it.
I'm in favor of maybe maintaining the mouth of that where all the debris comes in. Maybe the township road crew could handle that part and keep the debris out, and that would keep that pipe clean. That's where all the trouble's coming from up there.
Harold, question, the Burger King development, will it be dumping into this pipe at all?
Yep.
Hell, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't say for sure, but I'm
Yeah.
like you, I
Yeah.
believe it is.
I walked it.
Without
It's
looking
coming
at the-
down.
yeah.
It's going, everything's coming in there. You got Taco Bell, you got all, right where Taco Bell is where that pipe ends. And then there's ditch that goes up through there. And that's where what Sil's talking about, the debris. It's been I mean, we walked in the winter time last year. It was just unbelievable. There was carts in there, it was everything we pulled out.
Well, the property owners ought to talk to Burger King, see if they would help.
Well, they should, they should, because their water is going in there. But then too, our engineer had discussed this too. That gets resolved. There's still a problem with flooding, because the manholes on the highway there, PennDOT, I think they'll still have a flooding issue there on heavy
I
rains.
think they got a little problem.
It's a problem there, because they don't have enough, those pipes are too small. They can't carry it. But it'll be interesting. But we've met with them so many times, and it's got to the point I feel the same as Bob in regards to, I don't want to really take it over. That's a heck of a cost. You know, it's going to affect years down the road. We'll have all kind of trouble, and it's not our property. So I'm willing to listen and work with them. But it's good to, Michael, it's good to have those guys, Gutman especially, I think spearheaded it all. They really want to get it resolved. Bob Evans, who really is not even involved, they're willing to.
Suffers the most.
They suffer the most, and it's not their problem. It's between Rite Aid and Gutman. And Rite Aid is not willing to work with us. That's where it's at. So, okay.